Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, this hair just doesn't reflect the strong, elegant woman I am today? If you've felt that way, you're not alone. Turning 50 doesn't mean fading into the background. In fact, it can be the perfect moment to reinvent your style and embrace a version of yourself that's bold, graceful, and completely radiant. In today's video, I'm going to share 6 haircuts that are changing the way women over 50 express their beauty. These aren't just about looking younger, they're about feeling powerful, polished, and more like yourself than ever before. Whether you're thinking about a fresh cut or just curious about what's out there, this is your moment to explore, feel inspired, and maybe even fall in love with your reflection again. Let's get started. Number 1. The frame cut, a timeless, face-flattering classic. Let's start with one of the most versatile and flattering styles for women over 50, the frame cut. This haircut isn't just a trend, it's a transformation. What makes it so special is how it gently shapes the face. The front layers fall softly around the cheeks and jawline, almost like a natural frame that highlights your best features, while subtly minimizing the areas you may be less confident about, like sagging skin or fine lines. The beauty of the frame cut is its adaptability. Whether you have a round face, a square jaw, or high cheekbones, your stylist can adjust the length and angle of the front layers to perfectly suit your unique features. It's not a one-size-fits-all look, it's custom, personal, and elegant. And the best part? It gives you the polish of a bob, the softness of long layers, and just enough volume to make your hair feel full without being overwhelming. It's ideal if you want a youthful, refreshed look that doesn't feel like you're trying too hard. You'll look put together with minimal effort, and that's the kind of beauty we all deserve. Number 2. The straight bob, effortless elegance that turns heads. Now, if you're looking for a haircut that's sleek, sophisticated, and incredibly easy to maintain, the straight bob might be exactly what you need. This cut is a classic for a reason. It's clean, it's sharp, and it instantly gives you that put-together look without a lot of fuss. One of the biggest concerns as we age is thinning hair, and the straight bob works wonders here. The even length creates the illusion of thickness and structure, which is especially helpful if your hair has lost some of its natural volume over the years. It frames the neck and jawline beautifully, bringing attention to your face in the most flattering way. Now, here's a little tip. If you have a long neck, you can let the bob fall to your collarbone for a graceful, elongated effect. But if your neck is shorter, keeping it right around the jawline can actually create a lifting illusion that balances your proportions perfectly. And if your hair is naturally wavy or curly, don't worry, this style still works. Just make sure your stylist cuts it with your natural texture in mind. With the right products and a simple blow dry, you'll look like you just stepped out of a salon even on your busiest mornings. Number 3. The Pixie cut, bold, chic, and surprisingly low maintenance. So let's talk about the Pixie cut, the haircut that so many women admire but few dare to try. But here's the truth. If there's one style that screams confidence and sophistication, it's this one. The Pixie is more than just a haircut. It's a statement. It says, I know who I am, and I'm not afraid to show it. Think of women like Jamie Lee Curtis or Meryl Streep. They've worn the Pixie with such grace and strength, and they've redefined what elegance looks like past 50. The reason this cut works so well is because it brings all the focus to your face, your eyes, your smile, your bone structure. It's like a natural spotlight on your beauty. And let's not forget the practicality. No more hours with the blow dryer. No more fighting with brushes and sprays. The Pixie is fast, fresh, and incredibly freeing. With just a little texture at the crown and some soft volume, you can go from bedhead to runway ready in 5 minutes flat. If you've been craving a change that feels both liberating and luxurious, this might be your sign to go for it. Bold doesn't mean harsh. A well-shaped Pixie can be soft, flattering, and surprisingly feminine. Number 4. Medium layers, the effortless balance between volume and grace. If you're not quite ready to go short, but still want something fresh, flattering, and full of life, medium-length layers might be your perfect match. This cut sits comfortably between the shoulders and collarbone, giving you enough length to feel feminine, while subtle layers adjust the right amount of movement and volume. What makes medium layers so special is their quiet versatility. They're not loud or trendy, they're timeless. This cut works for just about every hair type. If your hair is fine or thinning, those layers create a soft lift that makes your hair appear fuller. If your hair is thicker, layering helps remove weight and adds shape without sacrificing body. One of the biggest advantages, it's incredibly low maintenance. You don't need to spend hours styling. Just a round brush, a little blow drying, maybe some volumizing mousse and you're done. It's polished but relaxed, structured but soft. And if you want to go a step further, this cut pairs beautifully with side-swept bangs or light face framing pieces. It's classic, elegant, and designed to work with you not against you as your hair changes with time. Number 5. The short shaggy, playful, textured, and full of personality. Now, here's a haircut for the woman who still has a spark of rebellion. The short shaggy. This style is all about movement, texture, and a little bit of playful edge. It's the kind of haircut that says, I've lived, I've learned, and I'm still having fun. The magic of the shaggy cut lies in its layers. Starting shorter at the crown and gradually softening toward the ends, it adds lift and dimension to hair that might otherwise feel flat or lifeless. It's perfect if you're transitioning to your natural gray. The light-catching layers create a beautiful contrast of tones, giving your silver strands depth and shine. But what really sets this cut apart is its carefree nature. You don't have to worry about every hair falling into place. In fact, a little tousle, a bit of flyaway, that's exactly the look. A bit of mousse at the roots, a dab of styling cream at the ends, and you're good to go. It's effortlessly chic. So, if you've been craving a style that feels a little more creative, a little more you, the short shaggy might just be the refresh you've been waiting for. Number 6. Feathered bangs. Soft, youthful, and incredibly flattering. Let's wrap things up with one of the simplest yet most transformative updates you can make to your hairstyle: feathered bangs. Now, I know bangs can be a bit controversial. Some love them, some avoid them at all costs. But feathered bangs are different. They're soft, wispy, and incredibly forgiving. Unlike the blunt, heavy bangs you might remember from your teenage years, these fall gently like a curtain across your forehead, framing your face without overwhelming it. They bring attention to your eyes, soften any lines on your forehead, and create an instant lift that can make you look more rested and refreshed, almost like a mini facelift without ever stepping into a clinic. This style works beautifully with almost any haircut: long layers, a bob, even a pixie, and suits every face shape when tailored just right. The key is lightness and movement. You want bangs that move with you, that grow out gracefully, and that don't require constant trimming or styling to look good. If you've been feeling like your current haircut needs a subtle update, feathered bangs might be the perfect way to change things up without going all in on a full cut. They're elegant, modern, and most importantly, they let your natural beauty shine through. So, there you have it: 6 stunning, age-defying haircuts that prove style doesn't have an expiration date. Whether you're drawn to the bold simplicity of a pixie, the graceful elegance of a bob, or the soft frame of feathered bangs, the real magic isn't just in the haircut. It's in how it makes you feel. At this stage in life, we don't need to chase trends or impress anyone. We've earned the right to choose what reflects who we are. And sometimes, all it takes is the right cut to remind ourselves that we are still vibrant, still beautiful, and very much still in our prime. So here's my question for you. Which of these styles speaks to you? Let me know in the comments, and if you've already made a hair change that made you feel amazing, share your story. You never know who you might inspire. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This community is all about embracing beauty, confidence, and joy at any age. And trust me, the best is yet to come. Until next time, stay radiant.